behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time once again. We're glad that you could join us for another episode. Got another great artist coming up for you in just a moment. But if you're watching this on YouTube right now, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever available. And feel free to use our comment section to leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you there. If you'd like to contact us a couple different ways, we have Facebook, facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And feel free to inbox us there, comment and everything to see, and of course like the page. And you can use email as well, obviously, paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a band or a solo artist wanting to be on the show, but if you're simply a fan. Hey, use that same email. We'd love to hear from you there. And don't forget, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on Roku, channel Small World TV, one of my episodes, will be there. And we're going to recap all this for you at the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we're going to have Bellos. He's from Chicago, Illinois, another talented artist. And he's not only an artist, but he's an actor and a dancer. And I think you're really going to like this guy. So we'll do that in just a moment. But here's another quick word from Click Jam. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, everybody, it's interview time again, and with us from Chicago, Illinois, we have Andre Bellos. How you doing, Andre?
Hey, I'm doing good, Paul. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming on here today. We've had a couple of foul ups here and there, but at least we made it this time, I guess. So.
Yes, that's right.
So tell us a little bit about how you decided you wanted to become an artist. I know you're an actor as well. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that as well. But tell us a little bit about how it began for you as far as being an artist stuff.
I always had the dream to be in the entertainment business since I was a little kid. Probably my earliest memory is about 5 years old. I always tell this story. My mom was working at a hot dog shop as a cashier, and I was hanging out in the background, like tracing pictures and telling people that I was an artist that could draw. And people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grow up. And I said, I want to be a movie star. And people were like, oh, that's so cute. But, he'll probably change his mind as time goes on. He'll want to do this, he'll want to do that. But I really meant it, and I really stuck with it. And, I don't know if I always wanted to be an actor or a singer or a dancer, but I always knew I wanted to be a part of the entertainment business in some capacity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's a good story. And I'm glad you're doing what you do, and I hope you'll keep doing it for a long time.
Thank you.
Well, why don't you talk about some of the influences, that inspired you to become a musician? I'm sure there's a few that you come to mind.
Yeah, someone that always comes to mind is Michael Jackson. I love him just because I grew up watching him, and he just really made me believe in magic. I thought the man had superpowers. I was like, there's no way you can walk backwards. I'm like, this guy is like a magician. But he's definitely one. And I love them all. And there's so many. I'm very influenced by the 1950s era of Hollywood, the golden age. And I love Clark Gable and Audrey Hepburn and Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. And Desi Arnaz is a huge inspiration for me when it comes to acting, because I'm half Greek and I'm half Latino. And before Desi Arnaz, obviously we didn't have much television. And once we got it, Spanish actors and actresses weren't really allowed to be on mainstream television. They were on Spanish television in Spanish-speaking countries. So he really broke the mold, and I really credit him for a lot of my success. And I think that all Latino actors and actresses owe that man a debt of gratitude.
Yes, and I think I do remember that, hearing about that. And you are right. I think he is probably one of the first Latino people to be on Hollywood TV. And of course, we still remember that to this day, because, that show, I Love Lucy, was obviously a big success back in the early 50s. So, yeah.
That's right.
Well, tell everybody where we can find you, especially downloading your music and everything. I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you got physical copies as well, you're obviously welcome to volunteer that as well.
Yeah, you can find my music on all streaming platforms, iTunes, and all those great downloading services out there. It's also on YouTube if you just want to check it out for free. But I want everyone to know that I have a brand new website. You can check it out at andrebellos.com. Super simple, just one word, my name. And you can follow me on all the social networking sites. I will follow you right back. It's just my name, Andre Bellos.
Okay. All right, everybody get out there. I know he'd love you for that, and especially downloading his music. I know he'd really love you for that. And speaking of music, we're getting ready to watch this music video. It's called Almost Famous. Is there a little story behind that? Maybe it's self-explanatory, but maybe you can tell us about it.
It's actually a song I wrote several years ago, and we did do a music video to it. But back in 2018, we filmed a documentary under the same title, Almost Famous, and the song served as part of the soundtrack or theme song for the documentary, if you will. And the documentary came out on Comcast in 2019, and I'm really proud of all that. And that's kind of a little bit of a story behind it. And we're actually thinking about maybe doing an Almost Famous Part 2. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay. Well, if that does, maybe I can check that out as well. And the video, obviously, as well as the song, is very good. And
thank you.
Just want to let you know that. And we'll get to that in just a second. But on the top of my head, I think that's all we really need for now, Andre. And we thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime. Maybe you can premiere that song or something else in the future.
Yes, we will. Paul, I am so appreciative and grateful. Thank you for having me on.
Well, I appreciate that, Andre, that you made my day.
You made mine too. Sorry about all the back and forth, and I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to be on. I can't wait to be back on.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have you back on one day. We'll see how that goes. So without further ado, here's Almost Famous by Andre Bellos right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
I love Andre Bellos. Hello.
And I got it locked down. Working every night and day, boys just trying to get his way. All these haters got they say, I don't mind them anyway. From 09 till right now, on the grind I'll show you how. From music to TV, movies on the big screen. Work it, do it, make it, take it. Work it, do it, make it, take it. Really wanna make it almost famous. Rather see me break it. Almost famous. Lonely, gotta fake it. Almost famous. Take my hand, we can make it. I'm almost famous. Big dreams in my head. Listen close, they said. Rock that fashion with the passion. More attraction, cameras flashing. Hollywood satisfaction leaked off on the news. More hits on YouTube. Live show, watch me move. Work it, do it, make it, take it. Work it, do it, make it, take it. Really wanna make it almost famous. Rather see me break it. Almost famous. Lonely, gotta fake it. Almost famous. Take my hand, we can make it. I'm almost famous. Listen more, talk less. So close, overdose. Gucci, Prada, all I wanna. Glamour, glamour in my head. Red carpet, hit target, high society instead. Listen more, talk less. So close, overdose. Taste it, touch it, try it, buy it. Taste it, touch it, try it, buy it. Really wanna make it almost Almost famous, rather see me break it. Almost famous, lonely, gotta fake it. Almost famous, take my hand, we can make it. I'm almost famous, really wanna make it. Almost famous, rather see me break it. Almost famous, lonely, gotta fake it. Almost famous, take my hand, we can make it. I'm almost famous.